On June 20th, 1971, over the Pacific Ocean, a canister the size of a car plunged from orbit and vanished. Inside, photographs of Soviet nuclear sites sharp enough to rewrite the Cold War. And for 40 years, the United States government made sure nobody would ever hear the full story. Until now. This is the story of Hexagon, America's most powerful and most secret spy satellite program. It's a story about total, invisible surveillance, about engineers who couldn't tell their own wives what they built, and about the moment the Soviet Union realized they had been watched for decades. Parts of this were declassified only in 2011. Other parts? You still won't find them in any official record. Let me show you what really happened. The Cold War was at its most paranoid peak. Washington needed total photographic coverage of the Soviet Union, not fragments, but every airbase, every silo, every naval yard. The mission was codenamed Hexagon. The KH-9 reconnaissance satellite was unlike anything before it. Measuring 60 feet long and weighing over 30,000 pounds, it carried twin panoramic cameras capable of imaging a 370-mile wide strip of Soviet territory at 2-foot resolution. Film was returned to Earth in ejectable canisters, caught mid-air by specially equipped aircraft. There were only 20 built. Running the program, the National Reconnaissance Office, an agency so classified, its very existence wasn't acknowledged until 1992. Nobody outside a sealed room in Washington knew it yet. But Hexagon would photograph virtually the entire Soviet Union. The decisions made over the next 15 years would permanently reshape the global balance of power. 0600 hours. June 1971. Mission 1206. A Titan IID rocket thundered off the pad at Vandenberg Air Force Base. No press release, no announcement. Hexagon climbed silently into polar orbit. For weeks, everything went according to plan. Soviet ICBM fields, bomber bases, submarine pens, all captured in breathtaking detail. Then came recovery. The first SRV, satellite return vehicle, was ejected on schedule and began its fiery descent over the Pacific. Recovery aircraft moved into position. Then the parachute failed. Sierra Victor 1 is in the water. Repeat, capsule is lost. The canister sank 16,000 feet to the ocean floor. A Navy recovery team launched immediately. They found nothing. Months of irreplaceable Soviet intelligence, gone. Officially, it never happened. No lives were lost, but the intelligence failure was catastrophic. The official report cited equipment malfunction and closed the file. Documents released in 2011 told a different story. Pre-launch engineers had flagged parachute system concerns. Program managers, under pressure to meet the launch window, approved the mission anyway. The NRO buried it. It would take 40 years before any of it saw daylight. Support personnel who spent careers on Hexagon died never knowing the program's real name. Portions of Mission 1200 SIXS telemetry remain classified to this day, and here's what still doesn't add up. Of Hexagon's 20 missions, 19 succeeded, a 95% success rate catching film canisters falling from orbit at terminal velocity. The engineering alone is nearly incomprehensible. Did Soviet assets locate that lost capsule on the ocean floor? Was the parachute failure truly accidental? Or was there something else aboard Mission 1206 that Washington has never acknowledged? Former NRO officials have stated that Hexagon set back Soviet strategic planning by a decade. What we know for certain, the surveillance architecture Hexagon pioneered never went away. There are classified imaging satellites above you right now, operating on the same principles, same secrecy, same deniability, same silence. The engineers who built Hexagon couldn't tell their families what they did for work. History deserves to remember them. There are more stories like this. Stories the intelligence community hoped would stay buried. Next week, I'm covering the U-2 shoot down and the lie President Eisenhower told the entire world on live television. Trust me, it's even more jaw-dropping than this one. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Drop a comment with the topic you want me to cover next. And to everyone who served in silence, thank you. I'll see you in the next one.